Wondering how it is to travel in the middle of a pandemic? In this video, you're gonna know everything you need to know from immigration, documents, questioning, etc., and how it is to travel as an Indian in 2021. My name is Zakwana, and today we are traveling from Russia to Dubai. And here's my honest experience. Today is by far the most challenging travel ever. Something happened and I'm gonna tell you about it in a bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna go find my gate because I'm late because they kept me waiting for a really long time. But yeah, all is good right now, at least for now, but I'm so anxious and I'm just so tensed, I cannot tell you. The gates. Okay, thank you. The last thing I want right now is to be lost, but yeah, it was intense. If you don't have like half a document, it will be a problem. Like, let me just tell you that from what I've understood by now. I don't understand what kind of airport this is because these are like literally stores and there are gates out of nowhere. Okay, people are already waiting in the line. Okay, we're gonna just sit for a while. It's okay, the more like such experiences I have, the more I can help you guys out saying what to do and what not to do, so that is great. I think we have time, so I'm gonna just quickly tell you what happened. So I was at the check-in counter and of course there were like only Russians, so they were a little bit puzzled about an Indian passport. And the fact that I was going to Dubai was something which was more like interesting for them. And so make sure that you take the printouts of all the documents. I knew about it, so I went for the printout as you saw in the previous vlog, but I messed it up. Instead of printing out my insurance, I printed out some other document out of nowhere. Wrong document, and it was in Russian and I could not understand, so I thought maybe it's the correct document. Only when it was like 12 o'clock at night I realized that, oh no, like I printed the wrong document and I did not print the insurance, and I was like, what the hell? And I was so upset with myself, but I was like, it's okay, let's see what happens. It's just one document that is not printed. Went to the check-in and she asked for the insurance. I'm like, yes, I have it, but it's on my phone. She's like, it's not allowed, you need to have it printed. I'm like, the print shops were closed or something like that. She's like, you can print it here, make sure you print it before Moscow because they will ask you. I'm like, okay, great, I can print it over here. One problem is solved. Just like they were looking at the insurance again and again and again and again. I don't know what was wrong. After a point of time they're like, okay, great, like and in that point of time I had like the worst imaginations ever. Like, I am fucked, like maybe they will deport me or something like that. I have no idea what was happening. And then they were like, it's okay, you can go. And then after a point of time she said, give me your visa, so I gave her the visa. And in Dubai's visa, I'm very happy that I knew about it, that they say like valid until, and they give you like a 30 days of time to enter UAE. So that is the 30-day period of time that you have to enter, and after that your visa starts, like the validity, depending how long you have taken, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, stuff like that. Mine was 3 months. I was very sure about that. On the paper it said that it's valid until this much, which means that I have to enter. So they were like, oh, you said you're gonna be in Dubai for 3 months, but the visa is only for 1 month. I'm like, no, it's not, it's for 3 months. And then they took the visa and they were like, you know, discussing, and like it went another 10-15 minutes. After 15 minutes I opened the visa in my phone and I started scrolling through. I'm like, I'm sure this is correct. And then finally I saw like uske upar, ekdam upar, it was written that 90 days maximum stay. I was like, thank God. Then I showed it to her that, you know, see that this is the stay that you're talking about. She's like, yes, great. But yeah, so we are done with this. We will only know what happens in Moscow. We just landed in Moscow and it's 5:30 right now. and they, I think, have trains to change terminals, so we're gonna catch that train. First I'm gonna use the washroom, and then we will continue with our journey ahead. It was only 1.5 hours, so it was not so much, but yeah, this is the weather in Moscow right now. Done with the immigration. I will tell you a little bit in brief about it in some time. Maybe have some coffee if we have time. If we don't have time, it's okay. It's, I think, 6 o'clock right now, and our flight is at like 8:15, and I don't think we have any other formality to do, if I'm not mistaken. So yay, we are almost out of Russia. It feels like I just came a few days ago, like a week or something, and now it's time to go already. But it's been a month that I was in Russia. Good memories that I've made. It's only last couple of hours now, which is super duper sad. Oh, check this out. These are like futuristic pods to, I don't know, relax. I'm very unsure of what these are. Oh, aero sleep. Oh my god, this reminds me of Capsule Hotel. I've seen this on Instagram. I've seen this on Instagram or somewhere, like maybe TikTok or something like that. That's insane. It looks so futuristic, like, you know, those movies where they go to sleep and then they wake up after a couple of thousands of years. Interesting. So I finished eating and I finished my immigration, so I will just quickly tell you about the process. It is quite difficult, honestly, if you have like an Indian passport right now, because they will like really look into little things. If you have an Indian passport, they will check all the rules again and again and again. They will question you why you're going. They will check your return tickets. Also, one thing that is very important is, when you come to Russia, you will get like this small piece of paper, which is like the immigration card. It's a normal paper. I would have thrown it, but I did not. For some reason, I kept it, and I needed it when I checked in the St. Petersburg hotel, and this guy at the immigration also asked for that piece of paper, and I was so glad that I could find it. But make sure that you save the immigration card. It's just a piece of paper, but you will get it once you come in Russia, so make sure you have that. The documents that you will need are, first of course, your ticket. You will need your visa, your health insurance. If you're traveling to Dubai, you will need it, or COVID report, of course, and you will need your hotel booking for the safer side. So these are all the documents that you will need, and you will need a printout of it. If they are not printed out, they won't matter. You have to print them out. From this, we are good to go. Right now it is 7:15. Our boarding time is 7:35, so we still have like 15 minutes to go, which is fine. I will just freshen up a little bit and get ready to sleep in the flight. It is stressful. I will not like sugarcoat it. I will be real about it, that it was extremely stressful to travel alone, especially in COVID, because you never know when things go wrong and what documents they need, and they are very stern about the documents they need. Like, if you don't have it, like, they don't care, they need it. So yeah, it was stressful. Plus it was night time in India, so even if I get into some trouble, I could not call like my brother who helps me with everything. So that was very stressful for me. I thought I was in this alone, and but it was very sweet that my dad stayed up the entire night. And of course I did not tell him yet about everything that is happening, and like so many questioning, and like I've been stopped like 500 places, but still he keeps on trying to give me strength through text, and he has not slept the entire night. So yeah. Yeah, so I think that's how parents are, and yeah, he's still up, but I will not tell him about all the problems that I went through. Maybe when he'll see the vlog, he will understand. So we have arrived in Dubai. We just landed. Now I'm gonna go for immigration and I'm gonna tell you about the process like in some time. It's okay. Flight was very comfortable and the time passed like really soon because I watched like an entire movie. So it was fun. Yeah, and it just helped me calm down a little bit like the movie. So it was nice. This is the Dubai airport and it is extremely quiet. It's so quiet. There is literally nobody apart from like the passengers of the plane that I was traveling in. Okay, there are like few people, but there are like very few people. So that's insane. Feels hot already. Feels hot. Okay, so they just took my COVID test and it was the most funny thing ever. So like in India, they put like the entire thing inside your nose and your mouth and it's like painful on next level. And then in Russia, they just like do it like little bit on the nose, both the nostrils and the mouth, little bit. Right now, he just touched it on my nose, only on one nostril. He just touched it. He was like, you're done. I'm like, what? Very fast, in like about 2 minutes, there was no waiting. Hey. Okay, so we got done with the immigration and can you believe the belt is empty? Everybody got their luggage and they went, but my immigration took a lot of time because I'm special, I'm Indian. When I say last, I mean literally the last. You see that bag? The last bag is mine. So we have landed in Dubai and it is extremely hot. I did not expect it to be this hot. I found my bag. He's gonna help me too. Thank you. Yeah, but everything happened and I'm quite happy that it went well. But it's extremely hot. It is more hot than I imagined. But let's go. It's gonna take us like 45 minutes to reach. I'm so excited. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. We have almost reached where we have to go. We are only like 2-3 minutes away. There is gonna be somebody who's gonna like help me like get to the room and everything. Journey will be over. I will end the vlog then. But we reached, so yay! I feel so relieved because I was so tense. Like you guys have no idea how nervous I was. Touch wood, like there were complications but we could handle it, so I am a little proud of myself. They, as soon as they see like an Indian passport, they will be like, oh, you need to go like to some other office. So you go to the other immigration office and then they will be like, they will ask you where you were before, and I said Moscow, and then they will like show us the date of entry, and I was like, yeah, it must be here. And he started looking for stamp, but the fuck up was that my entry stamp, the guy did it like very lightly, so they could not see the date. So he's like, what is this? I cannot accept this because I cannot see it clearly. And I understood what he was trying to say, because of course, like if there is no stamp of entry in Russia, he would not believe it. So I was like, fuck. Then he's like, okay, show me like the ticket from Delhi to Russia. So I was like, great, I have that. Then I showed that to him. Then I showed also my Purana wala boarding pass. Like, all right, then he believed me that, you know, I was in Moscow for about a month. So only that was like the questioning a little bit that happened. The airlines that I flew through was Aeroflot. Both the airlines, they were connected, so I did not have to take my luggage in between. And the most difficult part was the Russian airport. I think for me to go from St. Petersburg to Moscow was the most difficult part, and then from there everything went like a little bit easier for me. Yeah, that's it. I tried to put in as much technicalities as possible because I remember in my first video a lot of people had questions about, but if you still have any questions, feel free to drop down in the comments. I might take some time to reply, but I will make sure that I reply. The overall feedback: it is difficult to travel in COVID. It is more difficult to travel as an Indian currently, and it is more difficult to travel as a solo traveler. If you have a company, it definitely gets a little bit better. You are less anxious. Honestly, it was my most tensed travel, I would say, ever, but I'm glad that we did it. And if you're planning to travel, it's okay if you're tense, it's okay if you're anxious, but make sure that you have an attitude of problem solving. I know it sounds like very silly, but it's the best quality that you can have, is to understand that you have a problem and how you will solve it, because you will have problems. Like, there is no way that you will not have problems. Some little things like, he could not see the stamp. Who would have imagined that? I took all the documents, but the problem was that he could not see the stamp. So stuff like that, problems will arise, but you should always find and try to find a solution. So on this note, I'm gonna end this vlog. If you have watched till now and you have taken a part of my entire journey of emotions and places, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next vlog. I am out.